Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of day it is when you are watching this video. My name is Rani Ohomina, and I'm a certified transformational life coach. Welcome to the Power of Vision, where I'll be sharing 3 keys to breaking stagnation and creating results that finally feel right. I am so happy and grateful to spend this time with you for this powerful training. Let me begin with a short story. So a mother mouse was leading her 3 children through a house, and all of a sudden, as they're turning by a corner, the mice see a cat. The cat looks at the mice with hunger in his eyes and slowly starts walking towards the mice, revealing its sharp teeth. The mother mouse, in an effort to protect her children, backs up, raises up on her hind legs, and then says in as loud a voice as she can, "Woof! Woof! Woof!" The cat gets scared and runs off. The mother turns to her little babies and says, "Now, children, never underestimate the power of learning more than one language." I share the story to make a point, and that is this: we can all learn more than one language. And today, we're going to be exploring the language of success. This is a language for creating the results you want. And once we consciously understand this language, we can apply it to any area of life that we want to improve. Now, this system of success we'll be exploring today has been developed over the past 40 years and has been used by tens of thousands of people around the world to create lives they love living. It is a proven, reliable, repeatable system for helping you create what matters most to you. My intention today is to share with you some powerful tools to improve your results in your life. By the end of this training, you will be empowered with 3 tools to help you achieve your goals, greater clarity on your goals and dreams, and you would leave feeling even more confident in your ability to achieve those goals and dreams. Are you up for that? Yes! I'm sure you are. Awesome. Really grateful you are watching this video today. What I have learned during the many opportunities I have had to speak before different groups and organizations is that our goals and dreams are often born out of the challenges we face or the pain we experience. You see, we live in a universe that speaks to us through 2 growth signals: our longing and our discontent. We experience this feeling of longing when we're desiring something we haven't yet created. And we feel the feeling of discontent when current circumstances are something we don't prefer. Both of these longing and discontent are catalysts for growth within us. So, whether it's the pain of a problem or a burning desire for something new, these 2 energies are essential for creating new results in our lives. Let me share a time in my life when longing and discontent inspired me to make a change. On the outside, my life looked perfect. I was married to a wonderful man. We had 2 beautiful children, and I had a growing career that paid exceptionally well. If you looked at my life from the outside, you'd assume I was fulfilled. I had everything society tells you should make you happy: husband, children, career, credentials, money. So, yes, it looked like I had it all. But inside, I was quietly falling apart. There was this heaviness I carried every day, a kind of low-grade sadness, a sense of, is this it? I kept thinking, surely life is meant to feel better than this, right? I wasn't pressed. I wasn't failing. I wasn't ungrateful. I was just disconnected. Disconnected from myself. Disconnected from purpose. Disconnected from the woman I knew deep down I was meant to be. So, like most high achievers do, I tried to outrun the emptiness. I threw myself into work, new projects, new responsibilities, new targets, new achievements. I thought, if I make more money, hit the next milestone, get the next promotion, then I'll feel fulfilled. But the more I achieved, the more empty I felt. I was exhausted. I was barely sleeping. My life became a cycle of long hours, burnouts, and pretending I was fine. My family saw less and less of me. And the little time we did spend together, I was irritable, distracted, and emotionally unavailable. The tension in my marriage deepened. I hated who I was becoming, but I didn't know how to stop. I felt stuck. I felt guilty for wanting more. I felt like I was living someone else's life. And worst of all, I felt alone in it. When I opened up to friends and family about how empty I felt, they dismissed it. You should be grateful. You have a husband, kids, a great job. What more do you want? Or the classic, maybe you need another child. Once you have more children, you'll feel fulfilled. So I had another baby. And although I adore my children, the emptiness remained. And every time it resurfaced, I wondered, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just be happy? But the truth was, nothing was wrong with me. I wasn't broken. I wasn't ungrateful. I was misaligned. I thought maybe a change of environment would help. So I packed up my family and moved to the UK for a master's degree. And I landed a job that doubled my income. From the outside, life looked even more successful. But inside, the same emptiness returned again. Then one Monday morning changed everything. I was lying in bed, staring at my bedroom ceiling, basking in my regular morning dose of self-pity, when suddenly I had a chime from my phone. It was a WhatsApp message from a friend I had once supported in her dream. She wrote, "Thank you for the big role you played in supporting me to achieve my dream. I will never forget." I read that message twice. Then tears came. Because for the first time in years, something inside me lit up. The emptiness shrank. The heaviness lifted. I felt purpose, real purpose. In that moment, I realized I had been chasing fulfillment in all the wrong places. More money, more success, more degrees, more achievements, more responsibilities. When what actually fulfilled me was helping someone unlock their dream, helping someone reconnect with themselves, helping someone come alive again. That was the moment I made a decision. I decided that I was going to pursue the work that made me feel alive. I didn't know how it would unfold. I was terrified. I argued with myself for days. It's not the right time. What if I fail? What will people think? What if this is a huge mistake? But there was another part of me, the part that whispered, you were created for more. So I let that voice win. I did a quick Google search and discovered a prestigious coaching institution that specialized in transformational work. Something in me said, this is it. So I enrolled. I went through a rigorous training journey. I studied every day. I learned that there is a powerful, elegant, repeatable, reliable system for helping people transform their lives. As I applied these same principles to my life, everything changed. My health improved. I started sleeping again. I found energy I didn't even realize I'd lost. My relationships healed. I became present with my husband and kids, and the tension dissolved. My vocation transformed. I built a coaching practice that lights me up. My time and money freedom expanded. I set boundaries. I stopped overworking and reclaimed my joy. Today, I don't just look successful. I feel successful. I feel aligned. I feel whole. I feel like me again. And now it is my mission to help other high achieving mid career professionals who feel exactly how I once felt, successful on the outside, but silently crumbling on the inside. I help them break free from emptiness and stagnation and finally create lives that feel meaningful, aligned, and deeply fulfilling. Because you deserve a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. Today, I will be sharing with you some principles that will help you transform your longing and discontent into new results. The principles I'll be teaching come from a program that I am certified to teach, which form parts of the curriculum in my alignment activation method. In this program, there are 10 principles that will skyrocket your success if you apply them to your life. Today, in the time that we have, I'm grateful to be able to give you 3 of these principles that you can apply right now to help you create a life you absolutely love. These 3 principles are the keys to breaking stagnation and creating results that finally feel right. Here's my promise to you. I promise that I'm going to give you everything I can in the time we have together. And at the end of this training, you will want to take this information further and integrate it into your life. So I have a special gift that you are going to love that I will give you at the end of this training. So let's get started. There are 4 domains in which we create results in our lives, and they are health and well-being, love and relationships, vocation, and time and money freedom. You are having results in each of these areas right now. Some results you may love, and other results not so much. Here's the good news. No matter what the results, no matter how big of a challenge it may feel like to you, no matter how long an old result has been in place, you absolutely have the power to create the exact result you would love to have in your life. The results you're getting in these areas of life are a perfect reflection of your awareness in these areas. So let's expand our awareness together by studying the pattern that creates our results. It is what I call the results formula. The formula begins like this. Thoughts cause feelings. Your thoughts cause your feelings. And you know this. When you think joyful thoughts, you feel happy. When you think scary thoughts, your heart beats faster. Thoughts affect your physiology. By universal law, your feelings are expressed with your actions. When we feel confident, we feel energized, and we take different actions than we would if we feel down, frustrated, or sad. And we know that our actions contribute to our results. It is simply the law of cause and effect. Follow me here. Your thoughts cause your feelings cause your actions, and your actions cause your results. So if you want to know what you have been thinking, look at your results, because your results never lie. If we want to create new results in our life, then we pay attention to our thoughts. And that is something that we call notice what you are noticing. In the same way that you can notice that you can feel your feet on the floor and that you can notice how the pen feels in your hand, you can also notice how what you were thinking affects how you were feeling. So let's apply these concepts of the result formula and notice what you're noticing to your life. Get your pen or pencil and a journal or piece of paper. I get to do a much more in-depth version of this with my clients, but in the short time we have today, we're going to do a quick life assessment. I am inviting you to notice your current results in each area of your life. And on a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled you are feeling about those results. 1 being not fulfilled at all, and 5 being completely fulfilled. Let's begin with your health and well-being. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current health results? Now let's consider the results in your love and relationships domain. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current relationship? Now let's consider the results in your vocation domain, which is your creative expression, your career, or how you share your gifts in this world. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current vocational results? Finally, let's consider the results in your time and money freedom domain. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current time and money freedom results? Now, let's take a moment and reflect on your life assessment here. As we considered each of the domains of your life and you looked at your current results, You gave yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 5 for each area. What is it costing you for these results to remain the same? Pay attention to your thoughts around those results. This is not a place for judgment or blame. Your responses are not good or bad or right or wrong. You are simply paying attention to and noticing what you would love more of or less of in your life. Whatever your results have been up until now, you have the power within you from this moment forward to create the results you love. And it all starts right here with your thoughts. Every one of us has a dream inside us somewhere. This brings us now to the first key to creating results that finally feel right. And it is also the number one secret of dream building. It is designing your dream. When you would love different results in your life, you plan for them. Just like you have a clear blueprint when you want to build a house, the same is true with your dream. Without a clearly defined blueprint, you cannot build your dream. Write this down. Clarity is power. When you become clear on what it is you really want in life, you begin to see opportunities and resources that you may otherwise have entirely missed. Things seem to appear out of the blue. So let's design the blueprint for your dream and let's make it crystal clear. So let me ask you, what would you love? Ask yourself, what would I love? Imagine you stepped into a time machine. What would you love your life to be like 3 years from now? Imagine 3 years from now, everything you wanted completely worked out. You have vibrant health, wonderful relationships with family and friends. You love your work, and you have all the time, money, and all the resources required. What does a life you love look like for you? On a fresh sheet of paper, please take about 30 seconds to capture the ideas that came to you about what you would love in your life. Start your notes with the statement, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then take 30 seconds. Okay, take a deep breath with me. Congratulations! This is the first key to creating results that finally feel right. Knowing what it is that you would love and describing it is the first step in bringing those results to life. And this brings us to the second key for creating results that finally feel right. And that is deciding for your dream. Just like we experience results throughout our day, we also make decisions each moment of our day. In fact, it's been proven that highly successful people are willing to decide for what they would love, even in the absence of knowing how to bring it about. Some people want to know every step of the way before deciding. The key is that you make a firm decision for what you want before you will bring your dream into reality. That means you get to decide for new results. With your life assessment, you now recognize your current results, where you are right now, right? Okay, then, after journaling what you would love in your life, you now recognize your dreams, where you want to go, right? Okay, great. What happens in the middle? Between the results you have now and the results you want, any idea how you were going to bring that dream about? Exactly. We want to suspend the how. That is, we are going to refuse to let the unknown stop us from making the decision to move forward toward our dreams. Are you willing to decide to do whatever it takes to experience those results you'd love? I'm sure you are. And congratulations. That is the second key for creating results that finally feel right. That brings us to our third key for creating results that finally feel right in your life. And that is befriending your fear. What does that even mean? Making friends with fear? Yes, it means you can have fear, but you don't have to let fear have you. When we decide for a dream, like you have done here today, there is a part of you that says, heck yeah, I'm doing this. And then there's another part of us that says, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. What if I fail? That is the voice of fear. It's the part of you that wants things to stay status quo. Think about this. When we were babies, we all started out as non walkers. As a non walker, you saw people around you walking and you wanted that level of freedom yourself. So you rose up, you locked your eyes on that toy or cookie you wanted, and you gave it your best shot trying to take some steps. And what happened? You fell down. But what did you do next? You rose up again and tried to take another step, and you fell down. When you were learning to walk, did you ever think to yourself, well, that's it. I guess I'm just not meant to be a walker? No, of course not. You rose up and kept going, and with each stride, you took a few more steps and a few more until finally you became a walker. Something happens when we become adults. We stop giving ourselves permission to fall down. We learn to walk by falling down. The truth is, it is falling down and getting back up again that is actually the key to achieving your dreams. We befriend our fear and give ourselves the permission to fail enough to succeed. Great dream builders are willing to fail and rise again. Oprah Winfrey was fired by television executives, told that she was not fit for TV. Now she has her own multi-billion-dollar network. Great success stories also have experienced great failure. In fact, fear and failure are prerequisites for achieving great dreams. So, how do we give power to the part of us that wants to move forward when we are hearing that voice that wants us to play small? There is a whole process to this that I take my clients through in my alignment activation program. But for our purposes today, I'm going to give you one thing you can do. Refocus your mind on your dream and then take an action step. Just thinking about your vision, your dream, and even writing it down is not going to make it happen. Just poof, like magic. You have to do your part, even if that means doing it afraid. Are you willing to befriend your fear and take action to live a life you love? I'm sure you are. And if so, wonderful. Okay, as I promised you at the beginning of our time together, I have a gift for you, and then I'll close with a story that will wrap up this training. But first, let's recap what we've covered. You learned the 3 keys for creating results that finally feel right, which are 3 of the 10 principles in the program that I'm certified to teach, which forms part of the curriculum in my alignment activation program. The first key is designing your dream, check. The second key is deciding for your dream, check. And the third key is befriending your fear, check. Above all, remember this: you are worthy of your dream and the life you love living. Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel like you've connected with these ideas and know that if you really implemented them, they would make a difference in your life? If you do, that's awesome. I'm going to close with a story. But first, let me give you a gift. As I promised at the beginning of this training, I have a special gift for you if you would like deeper support. I offer a transformational coaching program where I walk you step by step through these 10 principles to create a life that feels aligned, meaningful, and truly yours. But the first step is a strategy session. Between my speaking and coaching schedule, I carve out some time each week for strategy sessions. A strategy session is a 1-hour Zoom call. Think of it as a clarity conversation where we explore where you are now, what you would love to create, and whether working together would be the right next step for you. Now, this one-on-one session is valued at £250. I know that you are ready to invest in creating a life that feels right. So for you, here's your next step: some one-on-one time together with me over Zoom, where we can invest in you, your dream, and discover the path for how you can get there. I am offering you a strategy session completely complimentary at no charge. It is my gift to you. Are you serious about breaking stagnation and creating a life that finally feels right? I'm sure you are, and that's wonderful. So here's what we're going to do. Now, I have a limited number of strategy sessions available. If you look directly below this video, there is a button that says Start Building Results That Finally Feel Right. If you click that button, it will take you to a booking page that has my online calendar and a form on it. To book your strategy session, go ahead and book some time on my online calendar and then fill out the form. Now, there are limited spots and it's first come, first serve. So remember the power of taking action. If you're not able to find a time that works for you on my online calendar or there are no more time slots left, fill out the form anyway. And if my schedule opens up, then I can give you a strategy session as well. Make sure to do that before the end of this training because these sessions will fill up and they fill up fast. And I look forward to supporting you with this complimentary session. I'll close with this story. It's a true story about William H. Murray. In 1951, a Scottish man named William Murray joined a Mount Everest expedition at a time when no one had ever reached the top and many believed it was impossible. He didn't know how the money would come, how dangerous it would be, or whether he'd succeed. But something inside whispered, "This is mine to do." And he committed. On that journey, Murray's team discovered a new route up Mount Everest. And that very path was later used to finally summit the mountain. Murray wrote, "Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, namely, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no one could have dreamt would have come their way." Murray's story shows us this truth. When you commit to your dream, doors open, help appears, and the path begins to reveal itself. You have a Mount Everest level dream, and perhaps there is no clear path at this point. But that doesn't mean a path doesn't exist for you. It just means that you are still growing your awareness to be able to see the things you can do to generate the results you want. And I am honored to be able to support you in learning the keys to creating results that finally feel right. I'm going to close this workshop with a very famous quote from Goethe. I learned deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. You have a splendid dream, you wrote it down, you can feel it, you made a decision for it. And to achieve your dream, you get to decide for it again and again, no matter the circumstances, no matter the fear, no matter the failure. So if you are willing to commit to your dream, and if you would love support in achieving your dream, if you would love a coach to help you summit your Mount Everest, go ahead and click the link below, book time on my online calendar, and then fill out the form, and I will see you in a strategy session. Remember, as you leave this training out into your life, know that what is inside you is far greater than any challenge you are facing. You have incredible power within you. This is your moment. Today is your day to take bold action. Because as Goethe says, whatever you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. It has been a privilege and an honor to have spent this time with you today. Thank you.